those that attended the Purple meeting in 2022, they maybe know that at that time I was talking about Purple becoming a new worldwide software platform. So that was, at that time, it was more just a pure idea, and I'm really happy that today we have 12 companies that are just application developers. They have the demos here. Okay, so this is the progress we did in one year. So I'm really excited that those things that we were thinking about them a year before, now they are becoming reality. And this is just a beginning. So a year ago, I was thinking about this huge opportunity in which I believed so much, the opportunity for companies to innovate and to bring this innovation into this new ecosystem based on the Purple platform. So now it becomes reality. And to be very open with you, actually, once again, we are victims of our success. So as we didn't expect at the beginning to have so many application developers, as you can imagine, we cannot have all of them on the stage. So we had to decide, you know, who should attend the stage. So what we decided is the following. We said we'll invite to the stage only the smallest companies, the real startups, but we need to express our recognition to the others too, those that prepare the demos. This is why I will start it with showing a single slide that you have already seen, but also reading you a few words about the demos coming from those application developers that will not be on the stage today. Okay, so please have a look at it. Maybe some of them, those that will be on the stage, but also those I will be talking about in a few moments, will be the future success stories, okay? So it's important to pay attention to those companies. So I will see whether it works. So the first one, it's Airties. So let me read what they say about the demo by themselves, okay? I would not do it better, so let me read it. So the Airties demo is showing Airties Edge software running on Purple OS and Purple Mesh. This is not a long message, but this is what Airties would like me to say about it. Now, going to the next one, it's Capgemini. So Capgemini demonstrates an expanded home automation on Purple OS using high-level APIs based on Matter. As you know, Matter is one of the emerging standards that address the interoperability challenges between the devices, the short-range radio technologies, etc. Capgemini has enabled Matter on Purple OS that helps... sorry, so it didn't work. Is the right one? Yeah. I'm unable to, to manage that correctly. Okay, so what? Okay, so Matter on Purple OS that helps the Purple app developers to expand the home automation applications on the platform, Purple OS platform, using USB agent and TR-181 data model. So it's a mix of the two ecosystems. That's important. The third one. No, it's too far. Yeah.
Shall I do it for you so that you concentrate on that?
That will be better, I'm sure. So the third one is ComScope. It is demonstrating a complete end-to-end solution for remotely managing app-enabled services gateways. So this demo includes two major things: a service delivery platform that serves to orchestrate the deployment of containerized applications across a service provider's entire fleet of devices. Second, an app-enabled service gateway that is powered by Purple LCM and OBUSPA software. This enhanced version of the broadband forum OBUSPA is based on the latest specification published earlier this year. It allows intelligent containerized applications to both extend the device's overall data model but also to communicate with other containerized applications. The demo shows the installation of a containerized application and how it exposes a new portion of the device's data model that is accessible via standard USB communications. Global logic. So this demo introduces a Wi-Fi sensing solution, a lightweight system for human movement detection integrated into a Wi-Fi gateway. The technology makes use of radio waves emitted by Wi-Fi routers and signals reflecting off objects to gain information about human movements and interactions. The method is grounded in the analysis of data retrieved from the Wi-Fi module. The solution operates efficiently without the need for additional hardware. It's built on the GLINet platform and functions within the prpl ecosystem. The potential applications for this technology are vast, ranging from optimizing retail environment and enhancing security to advancing the comprehension of the human behavior. And the fifth one and the last one, it's SoftAtHome. So SoftAtHome demonstrates its own application as well as third-party applications, all running on top of prplware and on different chipset boards. SoftAtHome's LCM backend product enables seamless deployment of these applications in an App Store mode. The applications that are shown are the following. So Smart Wi-Fi with Wi-Fi on, Analytics with Eyes on, My Digital Experience app for the end users. And regarding the third-party applications managed by LCM, we have Wi-Fi sensing with Cognitive, security with Bitdefender, and several open source applications such as for password management, VPN, and so on. SoftAtHome promotes an open ecosystem and is ready to welcome more partners. So thank you very much for those that prepared those demos. Unfortunately, we were not able to invite you to the stage. So now let's move to the smallest companies that we invite on the stage. So let me ask Beegol and Gilberto Mayor. Then Bitdefender with George Tiff. Cognitive Bob El-Hawary. Cyber Adapt with Magnus Almquist. Domos with Knut, Joar, Strømmen. Origin Wireless with Joe Valencia. And Sam with Yaron Benita. Okay, guys, so once again, the prpl Foundation, can you take an additional chair is over there. As you can see, we don't have enough chairs for everybody, so. But it's good, it's a good sign. Okay, so once again, we wanted to give the opportunity to those companies, you know, to get some advertisement in presence of operators or OEMs. So at first, we'll start with the self-presentation about the person, the company, the demo. So we'll do it in the alphabetical order to be, you know, as neutral as possible. So let's start with Gilberto.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, good morning. Nice to be here. We are a little bit new to prpl Foundation, but I mean, we have integrated Beegol into prpl into a non-privileged container. So a little bit about myself and Beegol. My name is Gilberto Mayo. I'm CEO of Beegol. Beegol is a US corporate with development in Brazil. And basically what we do is we do a artificial intelligence platform for diagnostic of both Wi-Fi and broadband. But we really look at end-to-end. For example, we look at the Wi-Fi, have channel interference, device fingerprint. We look at the access. So we run a speed test to get physical data layer For example, I will give like 2 very simple use case, and then I win. Our mantra is that the customer should never have to call the call center because, I mean, they were talking about the power of the CPU. So we should be able to get any data, anytime, anywhere to identify and find the problems. And for example, taking CPEs outside the home when they are working, we shouldn't need to do that because we should be able to collect all data. So, and we are very glad to have like Beegol integrating the prpl and inside an unprivileged container. So if you want to test it, you just need a MaxLinear board with Beegol running on top of it.
Thank you, Gilberto. So the next company is Bitdefender and George.
Hi. Hello. Okay. I'm George Trif, Director of Software Engineering of the B2B2C division at Bitdefender. Bitdefender is a global leader in cybersecurity, protecting millions of consumers and business environments since 2001. We are not a startup anymore. Over the past decade, me and my teams have been working on the Bitdefender box IoT security agent, and we have been interacting with basically everyone who you spoke about in the previous sessions, OEMs, Silicon, and the other ones, especially telcos. And we've experienced firsthand the challenges of actually integrating in custom solutions. In the cybersecurity landscape where threats are evolving and growing more complex each day, we would actually like to focus on new and innovative technologies that prevent these threats rather than integrate into custom ecosystems. We adhere to the prpl OS philosophy. It's quite close to our own vision, so we are committed to contributing and collaborating for future-proof security solutions. Thank you.
Thank you. The third one will be Bob and Cognitive.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, yes. Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Bob El-Hawary. I look after sales at Cognitive Systems. So for those of you who haven't heard about Cognitive, we're a Canadian-based company. We were founded in 2014, so not quite a startup. I'd say we'd be considered more of a scale-up now. We have actually nearly 10 million deployments of our software solution onto various gateways and extenders around the world, mainly through 2 forms. One way is through our distribution partners, because we really, really rely upon partnerships and collaboration. And secondly, directly with tier 1s, which we have closed a number of tier 1 opportunities to really try to get the Wi-Fi motion solution adopted by as many users as possible. So we're very pleased to be here, to be part of the prpl Summit, and use the collaboration opportunity here with prpl Foundation members to scale even further.
Thank you, Bob. Then it's Magnus and CyberAdapt.
Yep. Good morning, everybody. My name is Magnus Almquist. I'm the Vice President of Business Development and Sales at CyberAdapt, based in California, US. And for the ones that are not familiar with CyberAdapt, we are a small company, but we deliver an advanced residential network threat detection solution for the home. And we call our product the Residential Network Threat Detection, or RNTD. And this is a clientless solution that actually meets the cybersecurity needs for the home residential environment today. For example, you will have a lot of different IoT devices in your home, and you cannot put an endpoint protection to it. So we enhance the cybersecurity there. We have done a lot of benchmark testing with the tier 1 carriers, without going into names, but large tier 1 carriers. And the detection results that we see there is actually an improvement of 10 times if you compare to the existing commercially deployed solutions, which are primarily, IP domain DNS-based solutions, which a lot of people are familiar with. We have our own secret sauce, so we can enhance the cybersecurity. We can complement those solutions, and then, even enhance the cybersecurity posture for the home environment. So we have also integrated our solution into the prpl architecture, leveraging the high-level APIs. And we have a demo here in the back in the hall, so you're all welcome to come and see it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Magnus. Now, Knut and Domos.
Yeah, so... Hello?
Jet.
Yeah. So I'm Hello? Yeah. So I'm a developer at Domos. At Domos, we make software for the ISP's gateways. So from the gateway, we monitor the latency across different network segments, and we do traffic classification based on the behavior of the traffic. From that data, we calculate the quality of outcome, which is how well will an application perform given the underlying network latency. We also do root cause analysis to show where any underlying network issue is coming from. So combining this data, we can say what is the quality of an application and which applications are used and where is any degradation coming from in the network. Is it from the in-home Wi-Fi or is it from the core or access network, for instance? We expose this data to the ISP's data lakes, dashboards, and apps. And yeah, please check out the demo for more details into this and how we have integrated into prpl, where we use the prpl LCM for managing a container and are integrated into prpl El-Hawary API.
Thank you, Knut. Now, Origin Wireless and Joe.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Joe Valencia. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Origin. And if you're not familiar with Origin, we are the leaders in Wi-Fi sensing. Our CTO and founder literally wrote the book on Wi-Fi sensing during his time as a professor at the University of Maryland. And oh, by the way, he was also president of IEEE last year. So, you know, incredible background there in helping us drive the company forward. We are also the fastest growing company in this area. By the end of this year, we will be on 25 million devices worldwide. So we are getting tremendous, tremendous traction. And the reason we're so excited about prpl is a lot of our customers are obviously, you know, ISPs. And the way we work with ISPs is helping them develop and deploy new revenue-generating services using just the CPE and the consumer IoT already in their home. So by working with prpl, we really believe that we'll be able to dramatically decrease the amount of time and effort necessary to launch these services. You know, and these services are things like advanced security, advanced home monitoring, and even elder monitoring. So again, very happy to be here, very excited to be part of prpl.
Thank you, Joe. And the last company we have on stage is Sam and Yaron.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Yaron Benita. I'm the VP of R&D at SAM Seamless Network. SAM was founded with the vision to provide cybersecurity protection to the unmanaged networks, specifically IoT devices. This network that have dozens of connected devices without the cybersecurity expert to configure and manage them for security purposes. SAM solutions provide cybersecurity, observability, and intelligence. Today, SAM is deployed in millions of routers around the world, protecting hundreds of millions of devices for cybersecurity, and providing observability in the form of device ID and service ID to better power our end, the end customer experience. If you'd like to hear more about us, please come and meet us in our booth. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'm proud because we are all on schedule. So you did it great. We prepared it, okay? So, okay. So thank you for those presentations. As I said, please consider that maybe between those guys there are future big success stories. You know, when there is a new platform, new application ecosystem, this is what happens. So it's possible that we have one or more such success stories right now on the stage, or maybe among those that we presented before. Now, let's move to the question session. So I prepared a few questions to get more feedback from the application developers, what prpl means for them. So the first question I have is, what business impact do you expect for your company thanks to the prpl application layer? Bob.
Well, thank you, Wojtek. Actually, that's a very simple answer. I mean, we wouldn't be here today if we didn't see the potential for the huge business opportunity being part of the Purple OS, Purple Foundation. As Len said this morning, you know, there's 70 members here and growing, triple digit. Beyond that, it's huge for us because we really have to rely on partnerships and collaboration. That's the key to success. We can't do it by ourselves. We can't take a verticalized approach, as was mentioned earlier, by others. We have to be working with the chipset makers, the CPU manufacturers, and very importantly, all the operators. As we heard earlier today, with Bruno said, there's 1.2 billion gateways that are managed by operators. That's a huge opportunity. So I think by working together as part of a good team and with the Purple Foundation, we can capitalize on that opportunity. So we're really looking forward to that and building upon the successful deployments we have to date, which are pretty significant. So I'm happy to say we're gonna keep leading this space.
Thank you, Bob. The next question I have to Magnus. Do you believe that the quest for investors done by the startup companies will be simpler if the investors learn that there is a new application ecosystem, a new platform, and you are a part of this platform and your application is built on top of that?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of the biggest challenges that we have as app developers running on a CP is all the multiple versions that you have to implement your application on, right? And also for the service providers to complete all this interoperability testing that they have deployed in the network, right? So the beautiful thing here with Purple is actually provides a unified platform for the app developers to work in, and then subsequently for the service providers actually to you know, minimize the time of testing before they can deploy this. So I think it's a win-win, both for app developers and service providers. You know, carriers can launch new services much faster, and the time for the application providers is also, you know, a faster return on investment. We have a larger market that we can go after. Coming specifically for the VCs, I think that's a big win. They will see that, you know, we have now the speed and there's less complexity, and you can actually be able to deploy these services much faster, and they will get the return on investment. So we are very supportive to the Purple initiative, and, you know, we hope that many carriers, which is usually the ones, you know, most that we work with, will adopt this as their software platform as soon as possible.
Thank you, Magnus. The next question would be for Yaron. Let's imagine that in the audience we have people thinking about founding their own company, their own startup. Would you advise them to have a closer look at the opportunities that Purple can bring?
So I have an easy and short answer. Yes.
That's fast.
So one of the main challenges of startups in this space is the work required to service the diverse deployment of CPEs within the operators' environments. It can include the need for a multiplayer collaboration of chipset vendors, OEMs, operators to deliver a solution. The Purple platforms provide specific benefits in portability and reusability, allowing app developers to spend more time and concentrate on their app development and bringing benefit to their customers, and less on the complexity of doing integration per each operator. We in SAM, we believe that having a solid platform to build from will provide the opportunity for innovation, benefiting app developers, operators, and consumers. And from that reason, we joined Purple in 2019 and are very excited from the progress that have been made since then. Thank you.
Thank you, Yaron. The next question will go to Joe. So usually the application those companies provider were built before Purple. Purple is very new. They started a little bit earlier. So they developed the application initially in Linux environments of different proprietary solutions empowering CPEs. So the question is how difficult it was to port your pre-existing solution on top of high-level APIs of the Purple platform.
Great question. So, we are a relatively new member of Purple. And before I answer your question, let me just say that, we've been thrilled with the collaboration across all fronts, right? I think we've heard other people mention that here, but just in terms of communicating our requirements into the group and having those enabled has been fantastic, right? And in terms of the development and the time we save, what we're seeing is literally, this is actually representative of the development we just did. When the Wi-Fi sensing API was provided to us, literally within weeks, we were able to get it up and running, and that's what you can come see at the booth. Longer term, what we expect is to be able to reduce our integration time by at least 50%, right? So, benefits to us, obviously we'll be able to service more and more customers. And then benefits for operators, we're going to reduce the amount of time that it takes to get these new revenue generating services out to customers. So, we're just incredibly pleased and excited.
Thank you, Joe. Nick, yeah. Right. Thank you. The next question goes to Knut. Right now, the way we integrate things in the CPs works a very simple way. We produce a single firmware that has everything. So usually, this is a very painful process. Usually, we are not able to have a lot of them per year, etc. But when you think about the applications, the question is, okay, but the pace with which we are able to deploy this single firmware that encompasses everything, is it something that the application developers want? So according to your experience, Knut, how frequently you believe that you would like to be able to upgrade your solution if you can do it independently of the rest of the firmware?
Yeah, so currently we're looking about 3 months of testing and additional 6 months of code freeze. So this makes it a total of 9 months before we can deploy new features. I think there are some things in Purple that will help address these issues. So the first one is Purple LCM, which will make it easier for us to deploy new features without being dependent on updating the firmware. Secondly, I think the high-level API would reduce the testing time, and it would also remove some of the risk of stuff breaking after a firmware update. And also the work that is being done on IMTP, which would allow us to broadcast our data model and for ISPs to subscribe to it, would also make it easier for us to iterate on the data model. Additionally, I would like the ISPs to also provide some kind of a sandboxed environment where we could more easily iterate and test new features, and where the ISP could see the value that their service bring to their platform. So if these issues are addressed, I think we could reduce the time from, 9 months down to 3 months.
Okay, thank you very much. Then, going to the next question. Let's imagine that in a few years from now, we have many operators worldwide having Purple, and one of those companies, and I will ask to answer this question, George, has its solution deployed at many operators. And then, as we said, there's the requirement of having new releases of the software to deploy it, etc. But with many operators in the field, the question is, okay, how to deal with that? So my question is, should we start thinking about a way of unifying and automating the deployment of new versions going into the entire ecosystem instead of dealing individually with different CPs or operators? What's your thinking about that?
Okay, so first of all, automation is going to be key in this entire process. So I'm going to state the obvious. Purple will enable us to deliver faster, and without automation, we won't be able to do that. we as app developers need to rely on systems that provide consistency and reliability when shipping our, let's say, deliverable to market. Thinking about us as security vendors, we need to update really fast and often. So basically we need a system, an enabler for a one-click deployment. If we're going and thinking about not only about ourselves and who's most important, I mean the operator, the end customer, then and thinking about how they get our pieces of software, in most of the cases there you need a staged or a phased rollout system. So this needs also to be supported out of the box, so to increase the confidence of the operators, because you can't ship to millions of customers at once, and make our lives easier in the process.
Okay, thank you very much. So the last question goes to Gilberto. So what would be your advice to the prpl Foundation regarding what we should do in the future with the prpl software platform?
Well, we share the same vision of prpl, but I think there are two key levers for deploying prpl worldwide. I mean, we have been working with several ISPs from different sides, and the first one is really no fragmentation. I mean, most of the ISPs don't have either the resource or the capabilities to customize or deploy their own, you can call operating system or firmware. So if they have to build, again, get prpl and build their own prpl, then they won't do it. So it should be like one shoe fits all, which might go also to answer the previous question, going to DevOps. I see in the future prpl going through DevOps, so you might have a new release every few weeks. And the second one, besides being no fragmentation, is really the value-added service, because when we talk worldwide, I'm not really talking about the very large ISPs that have the money and the resource to build it, but with every ISP, several ISPs worldwide, the CEO asks, at the end of the day, what do I bring to my customer? Can I bring new value added? Can I get more revenue with that? So it's very important to have this life cycle management of new applications to bring additional value to the ISP.
Thank you, Gilbert. So I'm really happy about having the opportunity to hear from those guys. I don't know whether you remember, but Bruno said that if you want to build a successful platform, we must make the application developers happy, okay? So this is a part of my attempt to make them happy. And to make them happy, you must listen to them, what they are saying, what are their needs, etc. Okay, so this is just the beginning, but this is definitely something that we need to address. But you understand, prpl is something that makes the business scalable. prpl is something that is important for the investors. And if it's so, then we'll have more innovation for operators, more innovation for our customers. So this is how this platform business model will work. Everybody will be win-win in such a situation. So thank you very much for the application developers. We really appreciate this. Is a great job that you did. And I'm just wondering in which way we'll select those that will be on the stage next year.